Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. We have got another what's for dinner for you guys today. I'm sharing all the meals that we had this past week. Let's go ahead and get started. We started out this week of dinners with tacos. I swear I filmed it for you guys, but I could not find the footage anywhere, so I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or just thought I filmed it and I didn't, but everybody pretty much knows how to make tacos, so just make them how your family enjoys them. Next up is chicken and dressing casserole. This one's super easy to put together. So I have already cooked up about 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I just cooked those that morning, shredded them and cooled them and just kept them in the fridge. I am going to add a can of cream of chicken and also a can of the cream of mushroom with roasted garlic. That was my first time trying that one and I really like it. I ended up buying more of those to keep in my prepper pantry because we really enjoyed them and I'm excited to try them in different recipes. But you're just going to add both of those in, and I feel like for this one you could do a mixture. If you don't like mushroom, just do 2 cans of cream of chicken, or if you don't like cream of chicken, just do 2 cans of mushrooms. If you don't like either, just use whatever cream soup you like. I feel like that's one of these recipes where you can just change it around to your preference. But you're going to mix that together, and then we're also going to add in some sour cream in here as well. Give it a good mix, and then we will put it in a grease 9x13 baking dish. Don't forget your seasonings. I'm going to add some of the Badilla Complete, but you just use whatever your family enjoys. I love the Badilla Complete because it's kind of like an all-in-one and it just has all of the basic seasonings in it. Once you get it smoothed out in your casserole dish, you're going to add on a whole box of dry stuffing, dressing mix, whatever you use. This time I used the cornbread one, and I have to say it wasn't my favorite. I think I'll go back to either using like the chicken or the turkey style box stuffing mix. But you're just going to add the whole box on there as even as you can, and then we're going to cut up a stick of butter and just add that on top of that. And then we're going to cook that in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. To go along with that, we're going to have some vegetables. We are going to do some petite potatoes. It's just kind of a medley. And then we're also going to add in some carrots. I'm just using up some veggies that I have. I'm going to drizzle those with olive oil, and I'm going to use a packet of dry onion soup mix. I will try to find Sammy's video for her, the onion soup mix potatoes that she does. This is the version of that she does it, but I also added in carrots this time, and y'all, it was delicious. so good. I love the flavor that it gave the carrots as well. These are definitely a go-to roasted veggie when you add on that dry onion soup mix. It gives it really good flavor. So I'm just going to toss everything together and then put those on a baking dish, and then we will get those in the oven. I roasted those at 400 for about 20 minutes, and I just kept flipping and tossing as needed. Here is everything. There is the casserole. We have our roasted vegetables. I also made some deviled eggs that just sounded so good. And then we also made some cookies. This recipe is already on my channel. This was a part of the pantry cooking challenge video that I did. I will have that video listed down below in case you missed it. Next up, y'all already know, French onion burgers. These are an all-time favorite here in this house. I have several videos already on my channel of me making this, so I'll have one of those linked for you guys. To go along with that, we did hash brown casserole, and I will be sharing that recipe in a couple weeks. On Wednesday night, we went out to eat. We went to a restaurant called Family Style. It's definitely one of my favorites. I got the sesame chicken and some rice. On Thursday night, we tried a new crockpot recipe. I actually vlogged on Thursday, so I will be sharing that this coming Wednesday with you guys. It is a collab, so I will be sharing that full recipe in Wednesday's video, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Typical Friday. Luke wanted to grill even though it was cold. He picked up 2 of those Smithfield pork loin packs. He put those on the grill, and I wasn't able to get any clips of that because I was busy inside. But to go along with that, we did a stick of butter rice. I've shared that already on my channel. It is absolutely delicious. We did green beans and potatoes. We also did some easy cheddar bay biscuits. I will have that recipe linked down below. Y'all, it is literally so easy to make those. And then there is the pork. It was so delicious. I love it when he smokes pork. It is so good and tender. Here is my plate. This was absolutely delicious. Last but not least, we are having leftovers for dinner. We had a big hunk of the pork left, some green beans and potatoes, some rice, and since there wasn't enough green beans and potatoes for everybody, I decided to add in a can of peas, and I also got some gravy to kind of recreate the pork. For my sweet peas, I just add in some butter and some sugar into the pot. I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons of butter into my skillet there, and I'm just going to let that heat up. I did slice my pork, so we are going to add those pieces in there and kind of sear them off on each side. It's already fully cooked, so I'm just heating it through. So I wanted to kind of heat it through on both sides, and then we will mix together our gravy. For the gravy, I just used 2 packages of this mushroom gravy mix. It ended up being really good. I'm glad I bought a couple of those to try them out, and I will definitely start keeping those in the prepper pantry for other meals that I can add those in. So I'm just adding that to my measuring cup there with the water like on the back of the package, mixing that up, and then we're going to flip our pork, get it kind of heated on the other side, and then we're just going to pour that gravy right on top of there and just kind of let that thicken up. I did have to, keep moving it and kind of whisking it around to make sure that it didn't, thicken up on one side more than the other. You just got to kind of keep it moving. That way the gravy is consistent. And then here is everything. We had a little bit of leftover cornbread. There are the peas. There is the pork and gravy. That ended up turning out really good. I like the smoke flavor that it had where he smoked it the day before. We have got I just heated up the leftover rice and green beans, and that was it. Super easy dinner, using up leftovers, no food waste here. And that is it, y'all. That wraps up this week's What's for Dinner video. I really hope you enjoyed these super easy and delicious weeknight dinners. Just remember, it doesn't have to be fancy, just as long as your family is fed. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure you have your notification bell on so you don't miss those special recipes that I shared in today's video that will be coming up in a couple weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.